Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to another video, and this is a Sawtooth Demon Hunter, aka Blade. Just to get this out, just really quickly, this is an awesome figure. How it looks, really haven't moved it around much. Did move it around just a little bit, just so I can see that it did have a butterfly joint, which I'll show you in just a second. But just out the box, the way it looks, I mean, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, at least not what I've seen. The material, I'm not sure what exactly kind of material this is, but it is a really nice material. It's a soft kind of silky like material for the pants and for the jacket. It does have a wire. It's not a very thick wire. I think it's just on the side, but I mean, it's just really nicely made. Like I say, it does have a butterfly joint, which is a really generous butterfly joint, to be honest. I haven't seen one like this in a while. Not on these kind of figures. I guess I'll just jump right on to articulation. I mean, you can get a nice watt pose. Then bend his elbow about that high, more than 90 degrees. And let's see if how much hindrance it is in the shoulder. Actually, you can get his arms up pretty good. So, I mean, again, you know, it's soft good, so it does have its limitations. But I ain't mad at that at all. I don't know, he only slightly has an ab crunch. You can tell he does move in the middle, but you're not gonna get it to move much. I can't really get to move much past that. He can get his leg up about that high. And is he? Oh, get that leg back pretty good too. One thing I don't like, I would probably paint that black. I don't like seeing the skin where it should be. Oh, it just seems like it should be socks or something. So I'll probably paint that black. This is Blade, so you know, it might maybe do a split. Almost like glass off. That's pretty generous for a split. Not that I've seen Blade do any splits, but you know, hey. So, oh, then he still, even though you have this full glove, he still does have, you know, it can bend at the wrist. So I like how they did that. Same for his ankles. Can't get much of a tilt here, but it can go up and down. So let me get these pants legs straight again. They don't look like Mr. McAfee. Okay, I probably should clear that up. That's the character that I remember from the old Living Color days. Oh, then I should show. Let me take these off. You can look up really well and look down. And then you can, with the neck, bend down pretty good. It does have a nice tilt. Now, I'll say, if I have to have a gripe, it's gonna be that this does not look like Wesley Snipes. I mean, it is a nice head sculpt, but it's not Wesley Snipes. With that said, I'm not complaining about it much because I actually have a custom in mind that I want to do. It will still be a Blade custom, but I have a new head sculpt for it, so I ain't arguing about that. Let me put the shades back on. I'm okay with, you know, that head sculpt not being quite like that. Plus, anybody that's looked at my page, I have a Blade for every movie. So he does come with an extra head where he's screaming or yelling or roaring. His shotgun. And this is a die cast, so it's really nice. All the details are not showing up. It's very nicely detailed. I wish it had spikes on the end. Comes with his glaive. And again, die cast. And those ends do hurt if they catch you right. That's his gun from Blade 2 and 3, I believe. So that's very nicely done. I don't know what this thing is called, but he used this in Blade 2. I think it might have used it real quick in Blade 3 as well. Blade Trinity. That's my least favorite. I think that's most people's least favorite. But I still do enjoy parts of it, so I'm not complaining too much. And then he has a sword. I'm assuming that attached to his back. I'm just not sure how just yet. But being that this is die cast, really nice. And he has a detail on the handle. So get this back in here. And then as far as hands, he comes with trigger fingers, closed fist, and 2 gripping hands. So that's all he comes with as far as accessories. This is blade, so it's not disappointing me that that's it. So let's do size comparisons. Now, I will say my size comparisons are gonna be a little light because I'm intentionally only gonna do size comparisons with my blade figures that I made. So this is Blade from Blade Trinity. Now bringing my blade from Blade 2. Blade 2 is, I don't know if I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I can't say that because I love Blade 1. That it's just something about that Blade 1. Oh, one of the things I did do, so this is using the Nowhere or Nowhere bodies. I did go back and add some putty to the bottom of the boots just to thicken that up, because the boots actually they curve up, and doing that it made it really hard for them to stand. So adding this putty, I didn't try to do just a super great job because it's all covered in black and these just my personal collection. But I did want to do enough where it's pretty easy to conceal if I wanted to conceal it. Didn't want that to be seen, but I did add putty to the bottom of them to give them more stability, because these are kind of post up on I got a glass case and they're just in there, so that actually helped out a lot. And for some reason I didn't think about doing that until last night. Actually it was early this morning. I thought about doing that, had these for a while, didn't dawn on me to do that before. So let me get my other 2 blades. All right, so let me move these 2 back. We'll just put them right there. Whoop. And we'll put you right there. So we got my Deadpool and Wolverine blade, which I love it. They came out and did the same thing to the boots on that one. This one I didn't have to do anything to the boots because this is the Mezco blade that I modified. Well, not modified, but customized. Pretty much everything but the buck and the body and the hands have been replaced. Replaced the vest, the jacket, everything pretty much. So yeah, so I don't know if you can, this is why I say it doesn't matter to me. This head does not look like a Wesley Snipes head because I already have these other 4. So doesn't really bother me that much. And I'm gonna replace the head anyways. And then what is Blade without Whistler? Put him back here. I'll probably go back and touch this Whistler up a bit though. I wish I could find a Chris Christopherson head sculpt, but that's about as good as I could get. And it serves its purpose for now. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. This again is a Sawtooth blade. This is probably, so far for this year, this is probably my best purchase. I purchased it, well, not purchased, but I had a bunch of pre-orders that's come through that I purchased a little while back. So kind of getting me in. I was just really disappointed with my last one with that Wolverine. But this kind of makes up for it. This is like the opposite of that. So, but anyways, if you like this and you find it was helpful, hit like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you on the next video.